As dissected by Dr. Fuzzby in our first full trailer, I'm here to break down, to elaborate on our newest advert. You are hereby initiated into Rated Exploited. To utilize one adjective in describing our new trailer, chaotic. So indiscernible, there's no point of clerical structure. It's difficult identifying a single theme, as the trailer throws so much variety at the viewer. Multiple points within Zootopia yet to be revealed. Within confusing natured interpretation, this will allow viewers to go in blind. I must say, the trailer is comparable to Resident Evil Requiem. To elaborate on this observation, both trailers are equally enticing, without any reveal going into spoiler territory. Let us delve into the behavior within the trailer. As a fan of psychology, Judy is clearly outspoken, taking initiative in leading the investigative escapade. Nick hides his discomfort and refrains from opening up, especially to Judy. I suspect the reasoning regards his past. Judy reaches out, and Nick is disciplinary to her advances. He feels for her, but I get the impression he fears the effect of their affections, what public may interpret, and even their families.
Hops and Wild?
Wild and Hops. The dream team.
Wild Hops achieving a multi-layered contrast. Regarding voiceover, Gary only has one line featured, an apology and claiming he needs to help his family. Retroactively, he's described to have a shady past. Nick grants our one piece of input.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
The scene most prominent in my observation. Bogo describing this as a make or break case. Consequence? Nick and Judy's partnership will end. In contrasted comparison, it reflects the threat to Judy's livelihood from the original movie, if she failed in finding the missing mammals. In contemplation, my mind asks, what paw out of line brought on Bogo's hostility? Simply observe how empathetic and respectful he became in the original. My guess is a collective fault between Wild and Hops. This foreshadowing threatens Nick and Judy being split. This could gain momentum building into the constructive relationship to embody the buddy cop genre. How do they relate? How do they speculatively intertwine? Unlike the teaser, we don't see a whole lot of secondary characters featured in the background, but non-integral to the trailer's flow. I'm thankful for maintaining on protagonist and deuteragonist, prioritizing our new trio, a struggle apparent in concept, yet vague in details. But here, I will speculate outside what we have witnessed. Nick's mother. We have no confirmation Nick will reunite, but Bonnie and Stu have appeared only in the teaser. I bet Nick is more afraid of his mother's reaction to his feelings for Judy. Despite that Bonnie and Stu accept and collaborate with carnivores, their daughter being in love with one is a new, foreign level. Have you seen the storyboard involving the apartment scene?
Sweet cheese and crackers, he's your boyfriend.
So Dad, can I call you Dad?
I was worried about you coming here in the first place, and now you're lying and other things.
There you go. Going home. Make another baby.
Honey, just to clarify, he's not your boyfriend, right?
Out.
I'm thankful for Disney's decision not sharing any more of our cowl individual. Only one appearance beginning with our teaser. Whether he's a villain or a villainous facade, we are in need of only a taste before the movie's release. Our first teaser from the original film features a voiceover of Jason Bateman, detailing on the world inhabited within the movie. The sequel, a police chase music video. The full Zootopia trailer is narrated and details Judy's rise as the first rabbit cop, emphasizing the citywide case and limited time to solve it. Our new trailer for Z2 features no narration, prioritizing establishing the struggle between Nick and Judy, their relationship, and how it affects their career. We know Gary is the fugitive. Failure in cracking his involvement guarantees the severance of Wild and Hops. They carry their success of Zootopia's biggest described case, Nick with the beaver and Judy before the counselor. Curious how they maintain this undercover charade with such noteworthy openness. A prominent point of reciprocation is Judy tapping her foot in discomfort, then described by Dr. Fusby as Nick. His disconnected affectation as her emotionally insecure partner. Preceded by Judy's congratulatory one-week anniversary. Upon Bogo's assignment, Judy and Nick, for the first time, dictate themselves as Hops and Wild and Hops.
Hops and Wild?
Wild and Hops. The dream team.
Hard-hitting these romantic implications are. There's a noticeable upgrade in frame rate, especially when animals are talking, achieving a cartoon aesthetic while maintaining realism. I especially love embracing the vagueness of the trailer, and accumulated difficulty in piecing together much of a plot. Leave that for the actual premiere. The use of the therapy segment to preview the trailer is ingenious, establishing the reciprocative conflict before transitioning into the full montage. I get the sense it will be more action-focused compared to its predecessor, thematically carrying a police chase. Will the movie itself enact a chase from beginning to end? It worked for Mad Max Fury Road. In Empathy, Gary is trying to help his family, as he self-describes. Nick details there has not been a snake in Zootopia for many years. Citizens are afraid upon his arrival, but I suspect it's a reputational fear, rather than a ophidiophobic one. Prejudice towards poeciliotherms does build off the explored themes of our 2016 masterpiece. In summary, there is great spectacle in variety of shots, multi-environments and perspectives, locations anew and unfamiliar within the urban metropolis. Genre humor is directly on point. Familiar jokes, such as Francine and her mouse partner, refreshed in comedic moments, from Nick and Judy's repressed emotions beneath a failing facade. A predator pointed out that Nick responds with a joke in diverting Judy's advances. Factually, his partner Doe is supportively manifesting. We acknowledge her love and care, and I suspect Nick withholds a deeper affection. Primary examples: the gondola scene. She and Nick have their first reciprocating moment, following his defense of her against Bogo. In a comforting gesture, Judy rests her paw upon Nick's wrist, consoling him from his past experience. Nick withdraws and imitates a traffic monitor. Second example, the final scene in our first official trailer.
You know, this is not your worst idea.
Wow, that was almost a compliment.
Your worst idea is what you did with your ears.
A fine and an ideal observation. Don't know what the future will carry, but again, I want that heralded by the film's official release in November. Much remains for dissection between our teaser and trailer. 9 years onward, people are still discovering, breaking down, and evaluating the past, present, and future of the original film, proving the expansive depth of Zootopia from its concept art and announcement in 2013, the character shift 1 year later, and the official conclusive launch in 2016. This video proves a longer endeavor than I expected, accumulating so much from a trailer less than 2.5 minutes long. The variety ensures more videos ahead, more opportunities to dissect, and new territories to speculate for the upcoming launch. I look forward to these new findings, fresh observations. But for now, if I've salivated your appetite for Zootopia content, I have an abundance of videos listed in the playlist, linked directly below. I look forward to my next endeavor into the urban metropolis. Thank you for your part in Rated Exploited.